Welcome, basketball fans, to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Thursday Hoops. It's going to be the New Orleans Hornets up against Tyreke Evans and the Sacramento Kings. Now our broadcast swings to Sacramento, where Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr have the call.
Hello, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Joined this Thursday afternoon by Doris Burke. The Kings looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at the Power Balanced Pavilion in Sacramento. And the starting lineup for the Hornets brought to you by State Farm. Okafor out there with Chris Kaman. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Jack in at the point. And for Sacramento, Hickson is out there with Garcia. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Tyreke Evans. And it's Thomas in at the one. Fires from deep. Garcia's shot is good. Garcia's got himself on the board with 3 there.
But in a tough Western Conference, guys, the Hornets were able to hold their own. And they were able to carve out a winning record against Western opponents. Now they get those 3 points back in a hurry, don't they?
Yeah, they sure did. Didn't take them long at all to respond.
Thomas with the ball. Evans passes to Hickson. Three-pointer, and another 3 for Sacramento. You're right, Steve. Back to the Hornets. Clark, what a start it was for them with a brand-new coach last year, undefeated in the first 8 games.
How about 11-1 in the first 12? And they really were the big surprise early on. They eventually settled back down to early. But that play in November was a big part of them getting back to the playoffs.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Monty Williams.
Kevin, he told me that it's no secret what their bread and butter is defensively. It's our ability to influence shots, frustrate their shooters, and come away with blocks. And he told me we can expect to see plenty of that today. Guys?
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks. They're thinking about Clark and Steve, their defense right off the bat here.
Yeah, you're never going to go wrong putting the bulk of your effort into getting stops. I mean, that always pays off.
Yeah, for sure. And I think if that's going to be the case, if they're going to bring that style and that type of energy, they've got to be ready to go deep into their bench tonight as well. Boy, the defense has to commit so much attention to him. He's just an important part of this offense. Well, you look at Eric Gordon, he's only 6'3", so he appears undersized, but he plays bigger than that because he's so strong. He's got those powerful legs and gets anywhere he wants on the handle. Well, that should be a rule. No layups. Protect the paint, make them earn every point.
Yeah, I think that's just tough, hard-nosed, smash-mouth basketball. Make your opponent earn their points from the line. Don't give up any layups.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Thomas. Carl Landry's checked in for the Hornets. And Eric Gordon, as you said, Steve, really that power plug physique. He's not getting pushed around. Clark, you just talked about that.
No, he's very compactly built, and his mindset is one of aggression because he knows he can deliver a blow just as well as he can take it.
Backing down his Cousins. Over Okafor. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
I think we could see them put up some big numbers if they keep shooting like this. I mean, 4 or 5 early, and they look focused and locked in.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Here's Thornton. On the wing, Evans. Screen by Cousins. Evans kicks to Hickson. It's stolen by Jack.
A fantastic steal. He knew exactly when to jump into that passing lane. Well done.
And stolen by Garcia. And he flushes it through. Strikes on cam with the replay.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fella.
Throwing it down.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Here's Jack. Fires for 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Jack's got 5.
Well, another uncontested 3 there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open 3s.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open 3-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up 1, but start getting three-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble. Well, it was a tough year for the Kings last season, but they do have a nice collection of young talent when you look at Tyreek Evans, DeMarcus Cousins, Marcus Thornton, that made a nice impact as well. Still went down, but with no defense anywhere near him, he might as well just go straight up. No need to fade away.
Kings leading now by 3. Steve, back to what you mentioned, to have that much talent in Cousins and Tyreek Evans, Clark, you just hope it pans out.
Well, again, I think it will. I mean, you've got two nice pieces to build around. Marcus Thornton is a pretty nice scorer. They've got some other players, Thompson out there. So they've got some guys that can make it happen. It's a matter of them growing and coming together. And when you've got a bunch of young players, it's one of the hardest things to give them the time to ferment and come together. So we'll see what happens.
Stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break. It's stolen by Hickson. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, that's the right move. Get a good possession here, play defense, and get one more opportunity to score.
And the basket by Gordon.
Wow, he is just burying shot after shot from long range.
And he'll keep calling and begging for the ball, I'm sure.
Here's Thornton. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Thornton's got 5 points so far. Okafor kicks to Gordon. Fades away. Gets the bucket. And this game is tied up now.
Boy, 6 for 8 shooting. He's rolling.
And here is Thornton. He's got 5. And stolen by Ariza. Launches a 3, and that one's good. He has 6.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Hornets lead by 3.
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
We'll be back momentarily. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Sacramento, Hickson is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Salmons. And it's Green in at the 3. Now Salmons from downtown. Dante Green, and that's good.
Good team play there. You move the ball until you find the right shot for the right person.
They're a well-oiled machine, Steve. I mean, working extremely well as a cohesive unit. Every pass delivered on time and on target. A lot of ball movement and player movement. It's a thing of beauty.
Outside for Thomas. From 7, and the Kings check on 2 more.
I like the way he attacked the mismatch, using his speed to get that shot off.
Definitely, I agree. I mean, sometimes it forces you to be a bit more creative in that situation. Although they thought they might be leaving the arena, the Kings didn't exactly play well at home. I mean, they had a terrible record on their own floor. Wow. Faded away and floated it right over the big guy. That shot is almost impossible to block.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. As you know, DeMarcus Cousins is still young, but you can already see his potential. Coach Paul Westphal said he's a very gifted player. He's versatile, can shoot the ball from the perimeter, and he's a good passer. He has fantastic poise. The tougher it gets, the more faith I have in him. He really makes plays when you need him the most. Guys, as he continues to develop, Cousins has the potential to become one of the best centers in the league.
An intriguing young talent. Banks. And another 3 for New Orleans. And talking about the Kings, actually, Steve, the worst home record in the entire league.
Isn't that amazing? When you think back a few years ago when Sacramento was generally regarded as the toughest venue in the NBA. But times have changed. Sacramento in a downturn, and they're trying to turn things around now. One way to do that is to take care of your home floor.
The half-court bomb falls off target. Backing down is Cousins. Now Green defending, and Cousins gets it to go.
You know, he got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Here's Banks. 8 points for him. But Trey, good. He's got 11.
Boy, these threes are picking them apart. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 shots against them, all uncontested, and all of our threes.
Yeah, the defense just looks uninterested right now. I mean, they're not making the effort to challenge these shots.
Evans' shot is good.
And did you see the pick there? Got him wide open all the way to the rim.
It's up a 3. Evans with some nice D. And the officials called the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Cousins. Hickson comes in for Jason Thompson. And it's Salmons in for Tyreek Evans. Now, here's Thornton, defended by Jack. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, the Lakers sent the Hornets home in 6 games last year in the New Orleans season. You have to think it might have been a bit different if the Hornets were fully healthy.
And back to the Lakers and Hornets in that first-round series. David West was the big name missing for New Orleans. Now, Carl Landry came in there and filled as much as he could. But West, I think Steve would have made it maybe a different series for him.
It would have been really interesting because as it was, you know, they took the Lakers to 6 games. They won game 1 in L.A. Who knows, with David West there, they might have knocked off L.A. in that first round.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
I tell you what, I bet that's the best assist we're going to see tonight.
Well, he laid it up there, Steve. A pass where only his teammate could get it.
Perfect timing. I mean, that's what you need to make that kind of a connection.
The Kings trail by 7. Now, here's Salmons. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Thornton with it. One shot. That's good on the jump shot.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So, shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
You know, when you think about the Kings finding a way to stay in Sacramento another year, a lot of that credit has to go to the city, their fans, some former players. How about the mayor of Sacramento, former NBA All-Star Kevin Johnson?
Sacramento making some changes. Jason Thompson, who's checked in for Hickson. Garcia comes in for John Salmons. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for Marcus Thornton. And New Orleans with a change here, too. Aminu's checked in. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
52 seconds left here in the second. Yeah, Kevin Johnson, you're right, Clark. He was a terrific leader in the NBA. He's been a terrific leader in Northern California. Steve, if there's one guy that can push this through, it's probably KJ.
Yeah, they still need a long-term stadium solution, Kevin, in Sacramento, but give Kevin Johnson credit, and also the Sacramento Kings organization for figuring out a way to keep them in the city for the time being, and let's hope they can find a long-term solution.
He rifled that one in from distance. Gordon's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Kings trail by 8. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nice shot by Evans. Here's Jack. He's got 5.
Good idea. Hold on to the ball. Take the last shot of the quarter.
Yep.
Over Evans. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
The 3. Another three for Sacramento.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Here's Gordon. Shoots over Garcia. Blocked. And we'll be right back here shortly from Sacramento.
And we got a good one going on out in Sacramento. Glad to have you with us for our halftime show presented by HP. The Hornets looking good at the midway point. Great activity on the defensive end of the floor. They're forcing a ton of turnovers. For Eric Gordon, it's been too easy against the Kings D. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And no shortage of desire from the Kings side of things. Close-range shots, their bread and butter early on, a gigantic lead in points in the paint. Francisco Garcia giving them a nice boost. He's got 16 points and is also working on the other end of the floor. Nice defensive work. Nothing comes easy in the NBA, but these two are making it look so. Here are your top scorers. And now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K broadcast crew for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Here's Jack. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the five for Monty Williams. Jared Jack is out there with Gordon. Then there's Chris Kaman. Then it's Okafor. And it's Ariza in at the three, the small forward. Good.
Probably time to bring an extra defender, change up the defense a little bit.
Well, Steve, he's been so good. I think they got to take the ball out of his hands right now.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, one of the keys to the Hornets' success last year was the play they received from their reserves. As Willie Green, one of those players off the bench, said, our first unit does a great job of coming out and setting the tone. So as substitution guys, we always want to come in and match their energy and make sure we don't have any let-ups on the defensive end of the floor. Pretty sound strategy, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Bench play always a big factor, certainly in the NBA.
You look at the numbers for the Hornets last year, they really did depend on their bench.
And here's Hickson. After Eric Gordon hit the three. On the clock. Launches it. And another three for Sacramento.
A lot of the points they've given up have come on open threes like that one. And that has to be disconcerting and frustrating to their coach.
Well, they should know better. I mean, they read the scouting report. You can't leave these guys wide open on the perimeter.
Another open look from outside. The defense is really struggling to close out on the shooters.
Yep, making them pay, doing it from long range.
Evans kicks to Cousins. Unloads from 9. Hickson. And the layup is up and in. Hickson's got 6.
Hot start for this club coming out of halftime. That's 3 in a row now.
You know, I think a lot of pressure was on J.J. Hickson, the young forward for the Kings, after the departure of LeBron James, and he had mixed results, but this guy has tremendous potential going forward.
Going back to J.J. Hickson, Clark, he and Coach Byron Scott butted heads periodically over the course of the season, really leaning on him to make a difference, Steve, at both ends of the floor.
Well, as a young player, J.J. at times struggled on the glass, maybe lost attention defensively at times, and really trying to lay the groundwork at an early age to make sure J.J. Hickson knew and understood what makes a great low-post player. He's just playing so well across the board, guys.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's exactly what his stats look like, definitely.
And stolen by Thornton. Easy shot, and it's Cousins. That time on the assist by Evans. And now it's just a 4-point Hornet lead.
Well, it was a good bounce-back year for the Hornets a season ago, making the playoffs and finishing in the 7th spot in the West, but they did not play particularly well away from home, finishing under 500.
Thornton. Gordon gets a hand up. Kicks to Jack for 3, and another 3 for New Orleans. And Clark, back to the Hornets, which Steve was just talking about, you know, win a few more games on the road. Maybe they don't have to see a team like the Lakers in the first round.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, regardless of that, though, they shouldn't be below 500 on the road if they're serious about making a run at the NBA title. You've got to be able to win games on the road.
And here are the Kings now after the Hornets pick up 3. Here's Evans. Gordon gets a hand on it. The Hornets leading by 9. And here is Landry looking for his first bucket of the game. He feeds it to Jack. Evans picks him up. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And the basket by Gordon. And it's a 12-point Hornet lead.
This is a very steady performance offensively for him.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And Coach could tell they were out of sync. So he's going to try to straighten it out.
Well, nothing really went right for the Sacramento Kings last year. This team really struggled. And going against a tough Western Conference night in and night out, that's tough. That's brutal. And that team won only 15 games against conference opponents.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Samuel Gallenberg, who's checked in for Cousins. And it's Selman's in for Tyreek Evans. Thornton dishes to Garcia. Knocks down the 3-ball. Garcia's got 19 points. Going back to what Steve just said, you know, the West is no picnic and can eat up teams that don't have too much experience. And Clark, the Kings were one of those teams.
Yeah, young team looking to find its way. I mean, it's a bit of a trial by fire for the Kings as they continue to try to progress forward. Really, they can take their lumps from last year and try to learn from them and get healthy. Tyreek Evans had the foot problems that were an issue. And they've just got to focus on moving forward in a positive vein.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
The Hornets leading by 10.
Opportunity to go 2 for 1 here if they want it.
Steve, let's see if they go for it.
Gordon against Selmans. Landry up top. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Fades and shoots. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And he cannot play any better than he is right now in this quarter, guys.
Takes the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
We know he can run hot or cold, but I like the way he's playing today.
Here's Jack. That will count. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
I think they're going to be able to see pretty clearly on the replay that the shot left his hands in time, guys. The evidence is right there.
Yeah, and this is a big call, guys. I mean, they're going to take a very close look at it, even if it seems clear-cut at first glance.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place, and I like it. Each basket is so important in these games that you just got to make sure you get it right at the end of the quarter.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
Yeah, it's been a lockdown defensive effort from him through the first 3 quarters. He's just swatting shots away.
Well, the reach and the timing he's shown to get to some of these shots has been really impressive. He looks like he has telescope arms out there. He's like an octopus.
Hornets on top, up by 12. Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for our Sprite Spark of the Game report. Let's go to Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, our spark of this game, the stretch by the Hornets. They keep going right at that defense and continue to pile points on top of their lead. Every time you look up, their lead seems to be getting wider.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run has made a difference, guys. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what got them off and going.
Yeah, they were really able to seize the momentum at that point, and they just rode it.
We've got Tyreek Evans. Thompson is out there with John Brockman. And it's Green. And it's Dallenberg in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And Aminu gets to Ariza. From outside the arc. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, that's a quality look there. The defense a bit late.
And 2 straight now from long range, putting up points in a hurry, Clark.
Now Dallenberg feeds to Thompson. 13 feet out, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Beautiful pass there.
Well, Hornets leading by 11. And Dallenberg pulls it down. Here's Evans. Lifts up. Ariza with it. He passes to Banks. They're moving it around. Ariza outside. The outside leaner. That's good. Ariza's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Evans. Here's Green. Ariza covering. Good look. Again, Sacramento.
Look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit. They're knocking down shots.
Here's Green. Baseline try. Gray's shot is off.
You got to like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Evans outside. He's picked up by Ariza. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up the baby hook. Evans, good.
And the shootout continues.
Trading buckets both ways. I mean, offense definitely the focal point for these teams.
Here's Ariza, and it's blocked. The Kings trail by 9. He kicks it to Green. All alone. Good on the shot.
What an offensive display he's putting on.
And at this point, Steve, you got to put more pressure on him, bring help, and make him move the ball.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Well, let's just hope it's a bump or a bruise and that he's back out on the floor soon.
You know, Steve, just one of those things. It does happen in the course of battle. We'll see.
Jarrett Jack is checked in for Marcus Banks. Some changes for New Orleans. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Gray. Kaman comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Gordon in for Willie Green. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
There's the triple. Garcia's shot is good. Garcia's got 9 points now in just the second half. Oh, that's blocked. The Kings trail by 6. Evans kicks to Garcia. Jacks up a 3. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Garcia's got 6 points in the quarter.
I think they've got to keep getting him the ball. When he's going like that, he's in his zone right now. Perfect from the field. You've got to continue to milk the hot hand.
The Kings are making a switch. Thomas is checked in. Jack with the 3, and that one's good. Jack's got 25 points.
Boy, that is just good stuff for him. Nice touch.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 6. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Thomas. Here's Hickson, and the Kings check on 2 more.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
The Hornets leading by 4. On the wing, Eric Gordon, covered by Evans.
He's been so valuable for this team with plays like that one.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game. It just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
Jack's shot is good.
What a run he's on. He's getting everything to fall.
Boy, you talk about having the hot hand.
This one for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
He's just been dominant, trying to dig his team out of the hole.
Here's Ariza, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And these two just going at it from deep now.
You know, it seems like what's going on here is anything you can do, I can do better territory.
That's good. 14 points for Tyreek Evans.
And we have seen the intensity pick up big time here in the second half.
Well, you can feel the desire for both teams that they really want to win this one.
Now, here's Thomas. Here's Cousins. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
Here's Ariza. It's in! 44 seconds left in the game. Backing down is Cousins. And it's rejected. The basket here in this game may be all over.
Yeah, main priority now has to be take care of the ball and use up some clock.
You know, his reputation is such that you'd be surprised with him missing any layup opportunities.
It's stolen by Jack. And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Gordon, and an intentional foul right there.
He didn't have much choice but to foul. Unfortunately, this is the last guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they stopped the clock, but these free throws are pretty much automatic. Big foul there. He hits the clutch free throws and adds their lead.
Timeout called by the Kings. They trail by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they're not going to win this game, but at least you want to finish it out strong.
Well, there's no quitting them, that's for sure, Steve. You certainly can give them credit for that.
Good! Stolen by Evans.
Well, he got a fingertip on it, but not enough to control the pass coming in that fast. That's not a defensive matchup that's going to work out too often. I mean, it's hard to give up that much size.
It's a narrow victory for the Hornets. They pull out the win. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Eric Gordon.